In this video, we will show you America's top 5 largest mansions. Welcome to LuxLook 365. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. Also, let us know which mansion most impressed you in the comments section below as we tour these incredible architectural treasures. Number 5. Arden House. In the early 1900s, Edward Henry Harriman, a railroad magnate of considerable stature, disbursed a staggering $52,500 to actualize the construction of his envisioned abode, a sum that, in contemporary currency, approximates an impressive $1.75 million. This residence, known as the Arden House, now commands an astronomical valuation, likely soaring hundreds of millions. The Arden House, sprawling over 97,188 square feet, is the quintessence of enduring sophistication, adorned with numerous invaluable artworks, sculptures, tapestries, and opulent embellishments. It occupies a mere fraction of the extensive 355-acre estate. Nestled within this expanse lies a secluded 125-acre lake, relinquishing the prospect of impromptu aquatic endeavors, but affording exclusive indulgence in private yachting, angling, and other water-centric pursuits away from prying eyes. The architectural splendor of the manor, fashioned in the chateau-esque style, exudes an imposing aura through its stonework, affirming eminence, refinement, and affluence. Undoubtedly, conceived with discerning taste and comfort at the forefront, the sitting room is the pinnacle of architectural finesse. Regal crimson drapery enhances its design and is concerned with leaving an unforgettable impression. Yet, the room's grandeur extends beyond aesthetics. Oak woodwork, imported tapestries, designer furniture, and an inviting ambience collectively fashion it into a wealth, taste, and high society masterpiece. However, the piece de resistance of this resplendent manor emerges in the form of the music room. The balcony and ceiling boast intricate stone carvings that pay homage to medieval grandeur. At the same time, a series of 1 large and 4 smaller chandeliers illuminate the space. Once the exclusive domain of a solitary family, the Arden House now falls under the stewardship of the Research Center on National Conservation, repurposed for conferences and relaxation, a fate that scarcely befits the ultra-luxurious essence inherent in this magnificent domicile. Number 4. The Modern Versailles. The Modern Versailles is yet to be completed, as it has been under development for 18 years. The Segal family, who amassed their enormous wealth by selling timeshares, owns this vast home. Even in its incomplete state, this extraordinary residence commands the position of the 4th most exorbitant property in the United States, boasting an estimated valuation of approximately $100 million. The Versailles, spanning a vast 9,000 square feet, commenced its opulent journey in 2004. However, the financial storm 2008 dealt a severe blow to the Segal family, resulting in a temporary hiatus in construction. At that juncture, the property was available for acquisition at the marked price of $65 million. Yet, takers still needed to emerge amidst the economic turmoil. Resuming construction in 2013, the Modern Versailles anticipates completion later this year. Characterizing the endeavor as lavish would be an egregious understatement. Perched upon a man-made hill spanning 100 acres and overlooking Lake Butler, the colossal palace is a testament to unrestrained opulence. The expansive tower is poised to encompass 11 kitchens, a perplexing abundance given the conventional need for only 1. Additionally, the mansion is slated to feature 14 bedrooms, 3 indoor swimming pools, and a further 2 in the outdoors. An entertainment enclave is essential to any contemporary palace, and the Modern Versailles plans to include a dedicated arcade room, a 2-lane bowling alley, and a private 2-story cinema. The mansion will have a private elevator to take the Segals from the main bedroom to the closet to make it more comfortable. I can only imagine that Jackie Segal has already paid the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra several $1 million to compose and play the annoying elevator music for her private lift. Crowning the lavish exterior is an aquarium with exotic fish, an enchanting garden, 2 tennis courts, and a baseball diamond. The piece de resistance, an opulent ballroom named after its counterpart in France, is ready to host up to 1,000 guests and promises a splendid atmosphere. The construction materials for this mega mansion should tread more seriously on the Segal family's finances. The Florida Palace's wood, sourced from some of the last legally obtainable Brazilian mahogany, commands a staggering value exceeding $4 million. Moreover, the construction necessitated a remarkable quantity of marble sourced from distant shores, valued at several $million. Upon completion, the Modern Versailles may effortlessly ascend to the summit as the most costly residence in the United States. Number 3. Oika Castle. Constructed on the highest point inside the well-known Long Island area, Oika Castle, named after the initials of its proprietor, Otto Hermann Kahn, is the second largest home in the United States. This architectural marvel is the size of 2 White Houses, built in 1919. The 109,000 square foot mansion served as the model for the lavish lifestyle that typified the era in which The Great Gatsby was set. Investing $158 million, Otto Kahn built this opulent mansion, where he frequently hosted up to 600 of his closest friends. Believe it or not, Oika Castle was abandoned in the late 1970s, and the property changed hands multiple times following Kahn's passing. For less than $1.5 million, Gary Melius brought this opulent mansion back from disrepair. He spent another $37 million in just 5 years to bring this fantastic American history back to its original state. This remains the most expensive renovation in the United States to this day. Melius rebuilt all 222 windows and doors with exact reproductions during the refurbishment, spending no less than necessary to realize Otto Kahn's vision. The new owner also spent a lot of money restoring the marble floors and antique railings. I'm not here to judge, but an investment banker of German descent at the start of the 1920s would have seen the building's heavy French cultural influence as a little strange. Entering through the entrance gate, you are greeted by an incredible double staircase with exquisite hand-wrought iron rails. Although reconstructing the railings took more than 18 months, they are still in their original location. Today, the house front door is a tribute to the style of Roaring Twenties, complete with gorgeous chandeliers over the stairwell and elegant decor throughout. The ballroom is now a restaurant, where celebrations used to last from twilight until dawn and beyond. The remaining portion of the mansion is a hotel with 127 rooms, where visitors are pampered like kings and queens. Numerous amenities and forms of pampering are available. The newly designed man cave, which the new owner built for himself for around $200,000, is one of the most significant modifications. It was practically necessary to cut this private area out of concrete. It's now Gary Melius, the owner's favorite spot. It is, after all, the only spot where he can smoke a cigar without his wife getting mad at him. Gary, however, preserved most of Oika Castle intact. The schoolroom, lounge, terraces, passageways, and library are all still exactly as they were when they were constructed in 1919. But the most valuable asset in this fantastic home is the original indoor pool, which was unheard of when it was made. There are 443 acres of forest all around the mansion. The English gardens are genuinely artistic creations. Additionally, a private golf course is adjacent to them, adding to the luxury of this facility. Fortunately, tours are available to see this fantastic piece of American history. Furthermore, by spending a night or two at this opulent estate, you can experience the rich lifestyle that Otto Kahn once had. Number 2. Builtmore Estate. The largest mansion ever constructed in America is the 178,926 square foot Builtmore Estate, which comes next. Approximately 120 years ago, this enormous house in Asheville, North Carolina, was constructed to house the Vanderbilt family of George Washington. Vanderbilt's castle was built at an astounding cost. Nonetheless, an entire industry was involved in its creation, unlike other residences on this list. Although the exact cost of this enormous undertaking is difficult to calculate, it is reasonable to assume that it would be in the range of many billions of dollars in current currency. To build this opulent castle, 60 stone masons, a railway, a brick kiln, and a woodworking shop were required. More than 1,000 people labored daily to build this amazing architectural structure for 3 years. Even before you enter this breathtaking estate, you can appreciate its magnificence. Several decorations on the facade include trefoils, gargoyles, flowing tracery, and more. This differs from the main staircase, which has a 3-story tall, ornate, curving balustrade adorned with figures of St. Louis and Joan of Arc. Karl Bitter, a renowned Austrian sculptor, created the sculptures. Frederick Law Olmsted, who designed Central Park in New York, was responsible for the 125,000 acres of surrounding parks, gardens, and landscapes. In addition to the well-manicured gardens, there are multiple ponds, a lagoon formerly a fishing and rowing area, a conservatory, fountains, and stables. Just wait to enter if the exterior impresses you. In Asheville, the Winter Garden alone is worth the same amount as an entire house. The exquisite bronze boy stealing geese sculpture, unique flora, and unusual fountain design prove that the Vanderbilts knew how to flaunt their wealth. While some modestly wealthy people might have luxurious automobiles in their garages, this enormous home has a 90-foot-long chamber lined with tapestries from the 16th century. Though not as showy, it was a more significant investment because the 10,000 books in the library's 8 languages and the tapestries are now almost worth their weight in gold. This is an exhibit model in and of itself, not just a space. The 2-story library belongs in a Harry Potter or fairy tale. An exquisite fireplace, furnishings, and elaborate details make this room a bookworm's dream come true. One of the largest chandeliers in the world is located in Builtmore. The 72-bulb-holding, 4-story tall work of art is suspended next to the opulent staircase. The main bedroom is, of course, one of the most abundant spaces in the castle. George's bedroom was linked to his wife and was common in European courts. I'll let your imagination run wild about what they did at night. Nevertheless, with their distinctively crafted furniture, stunning decor, and chic wall art, both rooms are a tribute to Vanderbilt's elegance and unshakable taste. It will take about a month to go through all 250 rooms and describe all the opulent decor and unique furniture in detail. The mansion has 35 bedrooms, 43 bathrooms, and 3 kitchens. I'm sure you're wondering where all these people eat by now. Why, of course, in the banquet hall that can hold 60 people. This unique interior artwork is well known for its 3 fireplaces, each adorned with tapestries and stone carvings on 2 sides. Several enormous chandeliers dangle from the exquisitely ornate 70-foot-tall ceiling. Though it is not the safest place to eat, it is undoubtedly one of the most elegant. In addition, there are 65 fireplaces to make this colossal building cozier during the winter. A 70,000-gallon heated swimming pool, a bowling alley, and a gym fitted with top-notch equipment for the end of the 19th century. In that example, a whole wing, aptly named the Bachelor's Wing, is devoted to entertainment. It can accommodate a hunting room, a smoking room, and a billiard room. It is impossible to describe this mansion in words adequately. One must see it in person to experience the luxury and regal taste of the Vanderbilts' lifestyle. Fortunately, their house is now a museum, so going there won't be a problem. According to tax estimates, the property was valued at $157.2 million in 2017. The market value, however, is significantly more than several $billion. With its antique furnishings, artwork, and tapestries, this house is genuinely invaluable. Number 1. TheOne. Following the release of several dubious films on the big screen, including DNA, The Patriot, and Resurrection, Nyon the Army decided to pursue real estate development, something he indeed had a knack for. Thus, the Army set out to build his dream home following several multi-million-dollar transactions, including 2 mansions in Holmby Hills, valued at $44 million and $39 million respectively. That was the genesis of TheOne. The Bel Air mega mansion was completed in early 2021, having taken almost 10 years to build. But it was well worth the wait. A true opulent paradise, the 105,000 square foot estate boasts rich furnishings, first-rate conveniences, and luxury that only millions can purchase. TheOne boasts 2 enormous dining rooms, 20 bedrooms, 30 bathrooms, and a cutting-edge kitchen that can rival any opulent restaurant. Additionally, a 30-space parking garage is available. Although the general public could consider TheOne their ideal home with these features, the Army had higher expectations. He had an incredible wine cellar built into his house that could contain up to 10,000 bottles. Is it possible to envision a millionaire's mansion without a swimming pool? That makes 5, according to TheOne. There's a nightclub, a private casino, and a bowling alley for those who'd rather keep dry. With an intimate theater, it is a movie producer's dream house. The Army's films require viewing, which is the one drawback, but trust me when I say seeing this architectural marvel is worth the modest expense. As if all of this wasn't extravagant enough, inside TheOne is aquariums with fluorescent jellyfish lining parts of its walls. After hearing all this, it would be a surprise to hear that the house has a purely minimalistic design, complete with expensive glass panels and marble walls. The entire property exudes a feeling of neatness and cleanliness, even with the costly furniture. Once completed, the mansion was the most expensive in America, valued at $500 million. But when the Army filed for bankruptcy in October 2021, the property's value fell sharply. It was listed for $295 million in January 2022. I would be disappointed if you started calculating the cash in your pocket to see whether you could buy this dream home. March 4th, 2022 was just a few days ago when this place was sold for a meager $127 million. So, those were the 5 biggest mansions in America. Which one would you like to call your home? Let me know in the comments below.